Michael Layton, both playing their first ever Game 7s at this level.
It's absolutely unbelievable when you think of Brian Boucher was a big reason why the Philadelphia Flyers got this far, but in comes Michael Layton in only his second start in his career in the playoffs, and he's got an absolutely unbelievable save percentage of .978. How about that one? He has been absolutely spectacular for the Philadelphia Flyers, but as has Tuukka Rask for the Boston Bruins, who took the job away from Tim Thomas, who won the Vezina Trophy last year. Snap on those seatbelts, everybody. Coming up, it's the Philadelphia Flyers and the Boston Bruins.
Tonight's Flyers-Bruins Game 7 is brought to you by your local Tri-State Toyota dealers. Go Flyers, go Toyota. Toyota moving forward. By Bud Light, the sure sign of a good time. Here we go. By Wachovia, the official financial services partner of the Philadelphia Flyers. And by Hyundai. Think Hyundai, but act now for special lease deals at your Hyundai dealer. Flyers' last Game 7 experience was a pleasant one. 2008 in Washington against the Capitals. Joffrey Lupul stepped into the role of Game 7 overtime hero. The Flyers eliminated the Caps and produced one of their most memorable moments. Face-off for this Game 7 after these messages.
What's the best way to watch Flyers hockey? As close as possible with a lower-level season ticket plan. Score the best seats, great season ticket holder benefits, and get access to the playoffs by placing a deposit on a lower-level season ticket plan.
Fire and score!
Get closer to the action with a lower-level season ticket plan. Call 215-218-PUCK or visit PhiladelphiaFlyers.com.
At Kia, we're proud to have gone where no other car company has gone before. The Kia Forte offers impressive standard horsepower with fuel efficiency, class-leading space, class-leading standard advanced technology, and class-leading standard safety features, and was awarded a top safety pick by the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety. When you add it all up, the Kia Forte is the obvious choice over the Corolla and Civic. And right now, lease the Forte for $139 a month.
At the Heart Institute, doctors have perfected a breakthrough in bypass surgery, helping patients to bypass the pain, bypass the trauma, and bypass the long recovery. And with calcium scoring, an advanced method for detecting heart disease, they can help you bypass the uncertainty too. Learn more at bypasstheordinary.com.
All we ask is that you keep doing what you've always done. The Lexus RX. Never has a vehicle been designed to feel so natural. See your New Jersey, Delaware, and Pennsylvania area Lexus.
Tonight's first period on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you by Pepsi Max. Maximum taste, maximum energy, 0 calories. And by VWLocal.com. Go to VWLocal.com or your area Volkswagen dealer to learn more about great deals on all their new vehicles. And the TD Garden here in Boston is rocking. Yes, lots of noise being made as these fans hope their Bruins can avoid making history, but noise being made back in Philadelphia. Viewing party at the Wachovia Center and a special edition of God Bless America as well.
To the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet
Sea of orange at the Wachovia Center. Lots of support for the Flyers back in Philadelphia. We do a shout out to all the fans in Philly and here in Boston. Black and gold, they try to support their Bruins. 14th Game 7 in Flyers history, about to get underway.
And our Kia Motors starting goaltenders for the Boston Bruins, Tuukka Rask. That hasn't changed. That score in Game 6 could have been way lopsided in the Flyers' favor without Rask. And Michael Leighton, who came on in relief in this building for Brian Boucher in Game 5, got his first career playoff start and first career playoff win in Game 6. Starts for the Flyers here in 7.
Who would have believed we'd be here for Game 7? Flyers falling behind 3-0 in this series. They've won 3 straight. First time in 35 years a team has even made it to a Game 7 from that situation. Now they try to finish the deal. Underway, the Flyers wearing their road whites and black uniforms for the Bruins as Mike Richards gets to the puck and moves up. Richards, Carcillo, and Gagne getting things started for the Flyers. Boychuk moves Carcillo to the wall, the puck up the wall. Tibet got a piece of it, gathers it now, and turns it deeper into the corner. Donnie Boychuk after it. And now it's controlled by Gagne. Gagne holding, centering. Banning on the shot was Carcillo. And the Bruins will move back. Mark Recchi, the former Flyer, will chip it in and chase. Steven gets in his way. Coburn back to get the puck. Stephen Walkham and Kelly Sutherland are your referees in this game. Greg Dvorsky, Pierre Rasico handle the line.
See both teams trying to get the puck in deep and establish a forecheck. The Flyers did on their first rush. They did on their second rush as well.
Aaron Asham after the puck deep in Boston ice. Nine combinations for the Flyers at the top of your screen as Asham was dumped in the corner. Now Weidman ahead. And Lepine chopping that puck deeper into the Philadelphia zone. Now Carl after it, checked. Sabotka, shot and a save made by Leighton down low. Rebound and that's stuffed wide. Bruins getting some chances here as Paille off the wall with these checked, but the Flyers unable to find the puck. Finally, it's discovered by Asham and he'll skate it up. Aaron Asham. James Van Riemsdyk. Van Riemsdyk around behind for Asham. He had Van Riemsdyk in front, but the puck hit the side of the net. Boston line combinations now appearing at the top of your screen. Some changes there from Claude Julien. Blake Wheeler now playing on one of the top lines. There's Timo Timonen in the middle to Briere. Briere ahead. Billy Leno looking for it. Chipped away by Chara. Taylor Chara looking for his first ever win in a Game 7. 0-4 in his illustrious career. As the Bruins move the puck in. Miroslav Shatan holding back out. Shot Boychuk blocked. Flyers had 30 blocks in Game 6. Get one early in this one. And Timonen into the puck. Billy Leno. And he'll move up just over 2 minutes in. Glad you could join us. Comcast Sportsnet and at the Wachovia Center. As the Flyers and Bruins tangle in their first ever Game 7 against one another. Big hit by Andreas Nodal in the corner. And he's able to get the puck. He pumps it deeper into the Boston zone. Boychuk takes a hit from Powell. He's the hit leader in this series. Both teams bouncing around, and finally the Bruins get to it. Moved ahead, Steve Bégin, cross ice pass for Sean Thornton, turning is Ryan Parrott. He'll get to it. Wouldn't do the boards, but good support from Blair Betts. Betts cleared it to the line, but not out. Andrew Ferentz is there. Back along for Bégin, now Trent Whitfield. He's given a rough ride by Parrott. Sean Thornton's in after it. Whitfield fights the check off. Moves up the wall with it. Betts is right there, supporting in.
What a play by Blair Betts. Great to see him in the lineup. You know that he's playing nicked up and dinged up after coming back in Game 6 and not playing in the third period, but he's out there doing what he can.
And he's not alone in that regard. This is a banged-up team. Of course, the Bruins are banged up as well. You don't get this far in the playoffs without incurring injuries. Asham with a shot that sails high and wide. Out to Matt Carl, sent one toward the net. Chara is right there. The outlets. And it rolls to Carl at the red line, and he'll flutter it back into the Bruins zone. We played almost 3.5 minutes, still waiting for the first shot on goal. A couple of goaltenders. I thought Leighton got one of those ones in that scramble, but apparently it was blocked in front of him. So both goalies waiting for their first shot. As nervous as they might be in a Game 7 to begin with, now they're waiting to see the rubber. There's Giroux moving up. And he'll fire that save made by Rask.
But Rask regurged that rebound straight out. So if I'm on the bench noticing that, keep shooting.
Lots of hits for the Bruins early. The Ryder couldn't handle that pass. Weidman with a blast, and it went through heavy traffic wide. The Leighton never saw it. Now Gagne will clear off his stick to Richards. Mike Richards moving up 2-on-2. Now getting help as Coburn joins. Richards with a pass to Gagne for the shot. Block, rebound, jabbed wide. Gagne gets to it. Simone Gagne around behind. Fires high and wide. Passes to Richards for Timonen. Knocks it down with a glove and then plays it with a stick to Richards. Richards in front, hoping for Gagne, broken up by Ryder. Bruins try to clear, and they do all the way down. This will be icing, and we'll get a whistle. How about that? As back the touch-up is Braden Coburn. And there they are, the orange. The sea of orange at the Wachovia Center. Give yourself a hand. That's impressive.
Unbelievable. Party on. Party on.
Now they see themselves. Great to have the support. I'm sure the Flyers happy for that support. They've got some people here as well. There are some orange jerseys interspersed among the black and gold here at TD Garden.
Michael Leighton pointed something out along the boards with the ice, and the officials are looking at that down behind Michael Leighton.
So, Coatsy, why don't you tell us about your keys to the game?
Well, first of all, Michael Leighton's going to come up big for the Philadelphia Flyers, just a second start in the playoffs. And then take a look at the way that the Flyers have done a great job of protecting that area in front of Leighton. That's going to continue in this hockey game. And the last one, who handles the pressure best on both these teams?
Yeah, great keys, Coatsy. And part of handling the pressure is controlling your adrenaline and controlling it the day of the game. The Flyers this morning talked about not getting to the rink tonight completely exhausted. You have to be able to control your emotions and your adrenaline and save some for the game.
There are the virtuous scratches, same lineups for the two clubs. There was some debate as to whether that would be the case for the Flyers because of their injuries, but everybody on board that won in Game 6. Peter Laviolette wants his team to, yes, play smart, Bill, but he doesn't want them to be too careful.
Well, he doesn't want them to be afraid of making a mistake, and I agree 100%. If you play afraid to make mistakes, that's when you will make them.
Well, Julian to keep his team together as they try to avoid having a 3-0 series lead. And third team to do that first since 1975. Race for the puck in the Boston zone, and it's tipped away to the corner. But the Flyers get it to Pronger. His shot blocked by Lucic. Lucic will move up. Lucic in across the line. Tries to go wide on Pronger. Centered it. Blocked away by Carl. He got right in Chatan's kitchen there to keep it away from it. Now it's Lucic behind the net. Pronger trying to get to him. Lucic out in the slot. Shot Savard glanced wide. Pronger tips. Hartnell chops at it, but it's tipped by Savard back into the Philadelphia zone. Pronger calmly. Oh, Hartnell missed it. It goes to Hunwick for the shot. Stick save, Leighton. Not to say great play by Pronger, and it was, but Scott Hartnell just missed the puck, and that led to that last chance. And now Hartnell gets his stick up in the face of Matt Hunwick, and he'll go. First penalty of the game belongs to Philadelphia as Hartnell will go to the sin bin, and the Bruins get a power play.
Boy, what an interesting shift for Scott Hartnell. He started the shift by making a real good play in the offensive zone, then by blowing it in the defensive zone, and then trying to swat the puck out of midair and hitting Hunwick in the face.
Well, Hunwick's not the biggest guy in the world, so now makes it even easier for him to be able to get that stick right into the head. But Scotty Hartle's just trying to whack that puck out of the air, and in his aggressiveness to do the right thing, ends up with a penalty.
So the Bruins to the power play. And here's Chara with the bomb. Pad save, Leighton. Rebound, Ryder shot, he scored! The all-important first goal belongs to Boston. A power play tally. Bruins 1, Flyers no score.
Boy, that didn't take long. And Michael Leighton made an outstanding save. Blair Betts doing his best with a banged-up wing on the face-off. That's the save that Michael Leighton made, and I'll give Michael Ryder a ton of credit. We talk a lot about getting to loose pucks and puck retrieval. Michael Ryder of the Boston Bruins got to that puck real quick.
Not too often that Michael Leighton lets a rebound out quite as hard as that came back out. And Ryder had the opportunity, and you hit it right there, Billy, where he just turned around, reeled it, and let it go immediately. Leighton wasn't set yet on that rebound.
So the Bruins get their 4th power play goal of this series. They have the first goal. All-time numbers good. And the numbers for teams that score first in Game 7s, very strong. 72% of them win. So the Flyers once again facing some adversity. What's new? Savodka got it as far as Coburn. Coburn ahead to James Van Riemsdyk. Van Riemsdyk did not get in across the line before Giroux, and so offside is called. Flyers had numbers. That's a missed opportunity. Michael Ryder with a power play tally has the Bruins on top early in Beantown.
We went around surprising people by swapping their rides with a Ford. And we got a little help from their friends and family.
We swapped your car for the week. What? It's a Ford Escape. Really? Yeah. There's the Bluetooth, the syncing to the phone. I really like the parallel parking. Oh my goodness, it's doing it. I feel like I'm cheating on my CRV.
Look at you talking me into a Ford.
I know, you should really try it.
Get to the Swap Your Ride event and lease an Escape for just $269 a month, or get 0% financing for 5 years.
You keep talking, I'll wait in the car.
Senator Arlen Specter, Democrat for Pennsylvania.
I go to work every day for Pennsylvania. I voted 20 times to raise the minimum wage. I fought to upgrade our port, which will create tens of thousands of new jobs. And I've taken on the far right to lead the cause for stem cell research. I'm Arlen Specter, and I've approved this ad because there's much more work to be done.
Senator Arlen Specter for Pennsylvania.
Presenting the all-new Kazashi from Suzuki with available all-wheel drive. Words don't do it justice, but the experts are giving it their best shot. Buy any Suzuki model now and get free gas for the whole summer.
What's the best way to watch Flyers hockey? As close as possible with a lower-level season ticket plan. Get closer to the action with a lower-level season ticket plan. Call 215-218-PUCK or visit PhiladelphiaFlyers.com.
1-0 Bruins. One thing these teams and their fans can agree on, they want to play Montreal on Sunday. And there is the number we were talking about, 72%, including all three in this version of the playoffs. Teams that score first have gone on to win.
When I see that number, as long as it's not 100, I'm okay.
Yeah, that means, what, 28% have come from behind to win?
3 out of 4 win. I mean, it's not staggering.
Well, and the first 3 this year have won. So actually, the Flyers are due to be the first team of this year's playoffs to come from behind. We'll see if they can do that as Leighton covers up. Shots 5-1 Boston early. Simone Gagne battling through the broken toe. Off the draw, here is Chara with a wrist shot blocked by Mike Richards. Chara and Hunwick, by the way, got assists on the Ryder goal at 5:27. Johnny Boychuk ahead. Wheeler redirects into the Philadelphia zone, teaming in his backcourt. Here comes Recchi, crashing into him and knocking him down. Puck movement slow in the Flyers zone right there, and that's allowing the Bruins to really get in after him. Recchi after Coburn. And the Flyers come away with a puck, but then Richards misfiring on the pass. It will not be icing.
Yeah, the Bruins, you can tell, are trying to take advantage of that 2 or 3 minutes of huge adrenaline rush that you get after your team scores. It's a real important couple of minutes here for the Flyers.
Hartnell turns it over at the line. Savard looking for the return feed. Nearly got it. It twists on through his Pronger cover. Lucic. There after the puck in the corner. Pronger and Lucic battle. It's batted, but controlled by Boston. Here's Savard twisting in the corner. Back out to Stewart. Rolling around behind for Lucic, dropping it on. Chetan over skates. Leno's back to pick it up, but he's checked. The puck bounces free. Carl now to it. And he'll move it ahead for Briere, but he's stationary in center. Does play it ahead. Carl joining the rush. Numbers for Philadelphia, but his pass is blocked by Lucic and batted to the corner. Leno tries to center, went off of Rask. Back out. Krychuk shot safe. Rebound. Leno sent it back out in front. Loose puck. They jam for it, and Rask makes the save. Krychuk in will backhand. Knocked down by Weidman. Weidman couldn't find the puck in his skates. He's then checked. The helmet comes off, and there's the penalty. Leno then taken down. They could call another one. But the first penalty is on Philadelphia.
It's on Danny Briere.
Lucic then takes a tumble.
Boy, I'll tell you what, that could have very well been even up right there. But it looks like it's just going to be Danny Briere for knocking the helmet off on Weidman. But Weidman absolutely tripped up Leno after the play. But before that, some great chances for the Philadelphia Flyers. And what we talk about, you hear us talk about east-west, watch Rask. Okay, he's ready for the puck. Now the puck goes to the right, comes back to the left. That's east-west. That's the way you score on this guy. Oh yeah, he's pretty good, going pipe to pipe. But right there you see the penalty. Weidman just turned and said, hey, he knocked my helmet off.
Well, the Flyers are in a hole right now. This is a must-kill.
They're gone. And the Bruins go right to work. There's a Hunwick shot. X was there, and we couldn't get it through. Even wraps his man up. There's Ryan digging the puck loose, though. The Bruins win the battle. Back to Chara. Chara for Recchi. Recchi back for Chara. He'll blast, and that I thought it hit Ryder. Perhaps it was Pronger blocking it. Didn't get through. Now Chara has it again. Across ice, Hunwick. Back to Chara, one-timer, didn't get all of it. Timonen sweeps it out of harm's way, and Powell clears it the rest of the way. The numbers for these units throughout the playoffs. Powell able to clear here in this series. The Bruins now 4 for 21 with a man advantage. In general, the Flyers have done a good job with the penalty kill. Good work there by Giroux, just making the Bruins take time to emerge from their own zone halfway through the power play.
Not only did Giroux execute a really good forecheck, but then was back in position to stall the Bruins again.
And now he gets his stick on the puck in the neutral zone. They recaptured by Boston. Boychuk to Weidman. Weidman in across the Philadelphia zone. Wide on Carl. Centered it! They score! Lucic going hard to the net. And the Bruins power play doing the damage early. 2-0 Boston.
Well, how often do we talk about paying a price for penalties that you really didn't have to take? This is the case for the Flyers on the first two. Milan Lucic came in the back door and nobody saw him over the shoulder. Claude Giroux was back, but not back in time.
That's a big body to be able to cover, but Weidman does a great job. He looks up, he's got his head up, and then Lucic outside the pipe. That's the key. He's not inside the net, so that gives him all that much more net to work with because Leighton's still on the other side. But that's a great play by Lucic to get to the net.
Now, he has been arguably the best player for the Bruins in this series.
Certainly the most consistent.
Fourth goal of the series. And so now the task much tougher for the Flyers, down 2. The good news, lots of time. They have to get their bearings, though. Here's Bégin winging one in. It's gloved by Leighton. He'll hang on, and then Whitfield and Coburn begin to joust. Here's were talking with Peter Laviolette about the energy level in a Game 7. You got to have it, but you also have to have the discipline and not go over the line a little bit. And the Flyers have committed 2 bad penalties here.
Without a doubt, what Peter Laviolette has to do with his guys is get them to reel in some of the emotions that have spilled out. You can't make mistakes that cost you. Scott Hartnell's was a high stick going for a puck in the neutral zone, and Danny Briere's cross-check was deep in the offensive zone. So, guys, let's go back to the game plan. Get pucks in deep, establish our forecheck, be a disciplined hockey team, and above all else, you can't take any more penalties that aren't absolutely necessary.
Weidman and Boychuk with the assist on that second Boston goal. That puck flips out of play, and it went into the safety netting without being deflected, so the face-off out to center ice. And Weidman with his 11th assist of these playoffs, 12-point. First Bruins defenseman with that many points in one playoff year since a guy by the name of Bork back in 1991. Always good to be in his company on a list. As Hunwick send the puck ahead. Now it's dropped off for Michael Ryder, back in the middle. Touch pass intercepted. James Van Riemsdyk the other way with it. Van Riemsdyk and to use his speed on Hunwick. Van Riemsdyk muscling in, one-handed shot. Save Rask, but nobody there for the rebound. On the other side, Van Riemsdyk a big hit on Paille, but the puck gathered by the Bruins and Ryder. Turns back with it and looks for Sobotka. Sobotka didn't center in the first try. Puck comes back to him. He's hooked. He's got away with one right there. Now Sobotka. Back out Boychuk. The shot blocked by Richards to the corner. Boychuk there, backhanding for Asham. He drills it out to center ice. And Chara will send it right back in.
You can imagine that the Bruins, with last change, home ice advantage, are really going to focus now on that matchup that has Chara against Mike Richards' line. Any other matchup that they want with a 2-0 lead. This is the number 2 ranked defensive team in the NHL. And they've fallen apart before, but we'll see what happens here in a Game 7.
Flyers trying to get their forechecking game going on this shift. Carl will keep that one in with his boot, but Richards takes it back to center. So the Flyers have to get out of the zone, and now he'll just fling one in wide of Rask. Chara is there, ahead for Recchi. Mark Recchi, a big factor early in this series. He's been quiet the last couple games, but been a force here early in this one. He's 42 years of age, but you just had the feeling, big game like this, his 8th Game 7, that he would rise to the occasion. There's Carl centering for Hartnell, but it's tipped beyond him, and now the counter rush for the Bruins. Move up with it and go wide. The shot save made by Leighton as he's able to deny. And so, the Bruins with a good start here, courtesy of their power play. Lucic has made it 2-0.
Today's the day you went from dude to dad, and you want everyone you know to see. So here's your moment of truth. Which 3G network would you trust to upload your very first shots to PhotoBucket?
Hey, look.
When you want your 3G network to work,
What's your email?
You want Verizon. Right now, you can get great deals on 3G and messaging phones like the Samsung Reality for $49.99, plus add a line for just $9.99, only at Verizon.
It's Toyota's National Sales Event. The perfect time to get the Toyota you've always wanted. Like the full-size Tundra, named an excellent value by IntelliChoice.com. Right now, get $1,000 cash back on a 2010 Tundra regular or double cab. Or get $2,000 cash back on a Tundra Crewmax. Or get 0% APR for a full 60 months on Tundra. Toyota's National Sales Event, going on now. Hurry to your Toyota dealer today.
Spencer? Oh, all right.
Mary's been teaching first grade for about 13 years.
We go through supplies pretty quickly in here.
Paint, pencils, hamsters.
I buy a lot of the extras myself, which makes saving pretty hard.
So we showed her how Wachovia's Way to Save program could help. When she swipes her check card to make a purchase,
$1 gets transferred from my checking account to my savings account.
and she gets a bonus, just for saving.
Spencer, have you been eating paste? Why can't you open your mouth?
With you when it's time to save.
Bruins are on top of this one 2-0 here in Game 7. And if you'd like access to Flyers playoff games, just grab onto a full or a partial season ticket package. Season ticket holders, all kinds of benefits. 215-218-PUCK, or just visit PhiladelphiaFlyers.com.
Face off to the right of Leighton, an angle shot. Leighton is able to deny. Mark Savard. Now Savard getting the puck away from Pronger, and Lucic trying to use his bulk and muscle to get it back, and he does. Dropping it off for Shatan to the point. Weidman shot. Bounces into the slot. Backhanded by Shatan. Powell didn't see it. And that one glanced wide. Very near the post. Now Weidman is shot. Blocked right back to him. Shot again. Save Leighton through traffic. And Pronger will wind up and blast it. Gagne able to corral it and tips it ahead. Handled neatly by Carcillo. Carcillo will wind it blast, but a mile wide. And all the way out the other way. And Coburn will get to it.
The right idea by Dan Carcillo. Everything except that mile wide part. He had Daryl Powell driving for a rebound.
Timonen in deep, brought down by Stewart. Then Carcillo thrown to the glass. Flyers still after that puck, though. It's Timonen. Along behind the net. Giroux twisting and turning. Claude Giroux out to the point. Timonen. He'll wind. He'll fire block. Bounces almost to Richards, but a good play by Stewart to keep it away from the Flyer captain. And now Whitfield will shovel deep into the Philadelphia zone. Timonen after it, but leading to it. Whitfield along the boards. Bodied by Richards. Cut back out. Thornton will drop it down low, and Braden Coburn retrieves. Bejan gets a healthy piece of it. Bruins very physical here early, especially on the forecheck. 7.5 remaining in this first period. Shots are 10-4 in favor of Boston. Coburn dropping it deep into the Boston zone. It's long for Sean Thornton. Long pass in center, could not be handled by Paille. Pronger for Carl. The game settles some now. Carl scooping that one as far as the glove of Boychuk, and then played it with his stick to Chara and ahead to Ryder. Michael Ryder to the Philadelphia line. The move on Pronger. Now behind the net as Pronger got his stick out of the midsection just in time. Back to Boychuk. Quick shot, and rebound. Fanned on by Paille on the doorstep. But he gets the puck behind the net. Boy, the Bruins are getting all the loose pucks right now. Paille behind the net, holding on. He'll bank it back to Boychuk for the shot. Fought off by Leighton, then it hits the post. Loose. And finally jabbed to the corner. Flyers just trying to hang on right now. Carl jabbing it along Briere. Got it out to center ice. Hartnell is there. And so is Boychuk. And Hartnell appears shaken up as he steps into the Philadelphia bench. Hunched over. Flyers get to the puck, and Leno will turn with it.
Boy, if ever the Flyers could use an intermission, it's right now.
Andreas Nodal in on Ferentz. And Betts is there to help him. Betts comes away with the puck. Got it out in front. Loose puck. Bounces free back to Timonen. Timonen all the way along for Nodal. Nodal checked by Ferentz. Powell is there. Daryl Powell ridden to the wall. Lost it. Timonen's caught. 3-on-2 for the Bruins. Lucic with the puck. Lucic holds the shot. He scores. Milan Lucic beating Leighton. It's 3-0 Boston. All Bruins here in the first.
So many times when you're trying to generate something in the offensive zone, it falls apart. Timo Timonen made a good decision to try to keep this play alive, pinching in. But Daryl Powell couldn't get the puck to him, and away came the Bruins on a 3-on-2. Excellent decision by Milan Lucic, not even to think about passing, but to take the free shot on Michael Leighton.
Well, basically what it is, a 2-on-2 right there. And you don't want to. As a left-hand shot, he'd be telegraphing the pass. So in turn, what he's going to do is say, hey, listen, I'm one-on-one with Leighton. I'm a left-hand shot. I'm looking for that shot, and he took it. Peter Laviolette has called timeout.
And he has the Flyers over at the bench, and obviously imparting some wisdom on them, trying to calm things down here. If they can get the next goal, try to climb back in. Hey, this series has been all about coming back from improbable deficits. They got another one right here in Game 7.
Well, this situation right now is a microcosm of the whole series.
Indeed.
And the Flyers have been able to do it before.
Well, email, text, Twitter, and Facebook. 24/7 CSNPhilly.com is your best source for the latest news on Phillies teams. When and where you want it. Be the first to know. Text alerts to 53695 or sign up for alerts at CSNPhilly.com. All right, timeout has been utilized. That's gone. Can't use that again. We'll see if the Flyers are able to settle down, dig into this game. 5:37 to play. Here in period number one. Pronger across for Richards. Richards ahead for Gagne. Gagne try to go across. That's off the stick of Bergeron to Pronger. Right now, the Bruins appear to be about a step quicker than the Flyers. There is Recchi. That's what that confidence and adrenaline you talked about can do. Boychuk a shot blocked. Pronger stays with it, tips it to Carcillo, and he just whips it all the way down. This will be icing on Philadelphia. And Boychuk goes back for the touch-up.
And the reason Peter Laviolette was preaching, look, we just need one, because he knows that will level the playing field a little bit. The ice is tipped so steeply now into the Flyer zone.
Well, I just think when he calls a timeout, this guy's as good as anybody that we've seen as far as coaching is concerned, using it to absolutely its fullest. And right here, he had to make the time out right there because of the situation with the Flyers falling behind so quickly.
Less than 5 to play here in the first. Weidman across for Stewart. Stewart held into by Hartnell, but cleared the zone. Krajicek, nice play to Briere. Briere hooked a little, moves through that hook and rolls it around behind the net. Rask is checked. Good work by Hartnell. Billy Leno to the puck in the corner. Leno back to the point. Krajicek with a little room, moves to the middle and drops it back off for Leno. Leno and checked by Whitfield. Krajicek trying to continue the play in the offensive zone, but it's tipped back out to center.
The Bruins are rolling out the junkyard dog snarl.
Unwick to it, and give them credit, Bill. This is a team that came in with all the pressure in the world on them, and they've come out and played a heck of a period so far. But rolling ahead with Bégin is there, and he'll drill it in, takes a hop right into the blue paint. Leighton will shield that aside for Timonen, who's then forced into the corner boards by Ryder, and again, a turnover. Slobodka centers it out in front, and that one chipped back out. Here's Ferentz at the point. He'll set it back to the corner. Haye. Slobodka. Out of the point, Ferentz holds. His shot deflected. It goes wide. Again, quicker to the puck, the Bruins. Haye. Slobodka. Centers, Ryder shot. Save Leighton. Asham will clear, hoping for Van Riemsdyk. It's out of his reach. He'll try to get to it deep in the zone, but Ferentz is there first. Van Riemsdyk, good hit, but the Bruins easily playing it out of the zone. Fans here at TD Garden again letting their heroes know they appreciate their first period effort. Pronger skips one in on Rask. From the angle, Giroux fires one off the goaltender, but it bounces all the way out to Chatin. Looks for Savard. Instead finds the Flyers, and Asham will get to Pronger and now Carl. Quickly ahead, Giroux for Van Riemsdyk. Without a point in this series, Van Riemsdyk trying to center. It's blocked. Around behind Richards for Giroux, and it hopped over his stick. Krajicek. Trying to get it into the corner. Weidman's there. He was careening into Richards. Richards hits the ice. Van Riemsdyk to the puck. Curl drag shot. He scores! Dirty but good. Van Riemsdyk dribbles one home. And the Flyers are on the board. It is 3-1. James Van Riemsdyk, his first NHL playoff goal. And they like it in Philadelphia.
Well, they should. It's a huge lift for the Flyers here with only 2:48 to go in the first. Mike Richards out here on the line with Claude Giroux and James Van Riemsdyk. Van Riemsdyk has been fighting it. Look at this. I mean, ugly at this time of year, especially when you're down 3-0, is really pretty.
Well, you see the Boston Bruin defenseman, Stewart, he actually kind of slides right in front. And when he slid, I think Rask lost sight of that puck. Van Riemsdyk, he's just in the right spot at the right time to be able to take that shot. And boy, I'll tell you what, is that timely or what?
We'll see if it really gets James going, because when he's a confident player, he can be dynamic.
Well, he's already done something in this game that Peter Laviolette talked to him last night about, and that is, instead of shooting from the tops of the circles, driving the net. And he tried once to drive the net. You got to know he's going to do it more.
Van Riemsdyk gives the Flyers life. Here they come.
Well, guys, that asteroid is going to destroy the Earth.
There's only one thing left to do.
Yeah!
And here we go!
It's the sure sign of a good time. It's just right taste of Bud Light. Here we go.
We're saved.
Wow, this is really nice. I like it.
It's a Jetta limited edition. It's a great value, loaded with heated front seats, alloy wheels.
Red one.
Oh.
Guess what?
What?
It's got Bluetooth.
Nice.
Hands-free calls.
Silver one.
And you get no charge scheduled carefree maintenance.
Really?
Yeah.
Back one.
We have to start sitting someplace else.
We put a lot more Jetta in this Jetta. Hurry in and lease the new Jetta limited edition for $199 a month. Visit VWLocal.com.
What's the best way to watch Flyers hockey? As close as possible with a lower-level season ticket plan. Score the best seats, great season ticket holder benefits, and get access to the playoffs by placing a deposit on a lower-level season ticket plan. Get closer to the action with a lower-level season ticket plan. Call 215-218-PUCK or visit PhiladelphiaFlyers.com.
1964. The first Ford Mustang rolls off the assembly line. The first Beatles album is released in America, and CNC Ford in Horsham is open for business.
2010. The Mustang is better than ever. Millions of Beatles songs have been downloaded, and after more than 45 years, CNC Ford is still around with deals like this. Swap your ride and lease a 2010 Ford Focus for only $99 a month.
Now, more than ever, if our emblem is not on your new car or truck, you probably did pay too much.
Attention New Jersey and Pennsylvania residents. It's our final days at Pool Tables Plus in Lawrenceville. Everything must go. We're closing our doors forever. And now is the time to save on quality pool tables, bars, bar stools, shuffleboards, game tables, pinball, and arcade machines. Enjoy huge savings on quality name brands such as Olhausen, Terrafee, California House, and many more. Nothing will be held back. Bring home fun and entertainment for the entire family. Take advantage of our store closing sale going on now at Pool Tables Plus. Visit us during our final days at 2901 Route 1 South in Lawrenceville, New Jersey.
Flyers are on the board, 3-1, the Bruins lead. Let's take a look at this late goal by James Van Riemsdyk here in the first period. Now watch Mark Stewart. This is the key because Van Riemsdyk's going to wheel out of the corner. And when he gets this puck, he's going to go right to the net. As a result, Stewart's going to come across and try to block it. Watch the stick of Stewart. It actually breaks. When it breaks, the puck deflects between the legs of Rask, and that's what really fooled him because he lost sight of where the puck was because it deflected off the broken stick.
Off the face-off, a shot by Richards denied by Rask. Briere. You get that puck free. I think you're going to hear the name Richards a lot tonight. He's been playing with a lot of different partners already in this game, including being out for that goal with Van Riemsdyk and Giroux. There's Blake Wheeler trying to get it down low. Team and broke it up, but will not clear the zone. Char is there, swatting it back deep. Recchi pinned. Bergeron picks up the puck. His pass tipped and made its way to center ice. Ripped right back in by Johnny Boychuk. All the way out to Bergeron. Aiden Coburn gathers for Philadelphia and finds Richards. Is he leaving the ice at all, Bill? Have you seen him on the bench?
He's hiding on the bench for 10 and 15 seconds at a time.
Giroux got the puck to Van Riemsdyk. Richards going to the bench now and is replaced by Hartnell, who got a hip check. The puck goes through as Paille moves it deep into the Philadelphia zone. Pronger will wind it up the wall, and there is Hartnell. Full bore to center ice. Hartnell up the left wing with it. His pass in the middle to Van Riemsdyk. The wrist shot wide. Rebound out to Giroux for a quick shot. There was room, but Rask got the pad down and is able to pin it. That one had some room for a moment. Van Riemsdyk gets decked after the whistle.
Why, what a good decision by Giroux to take that shot, though. Underrated save by Rask.
Oh, this one was unbelievable because Giroux's going to try to fool Rask. What he does is he's going to come from a real bad angle. But when he takes the shot, he's going to nearly sneak this one by. The puck comes right off the backboard. Look at that. Now Rask, oh yeah, he got there. But you see where his pads were? They weren't together. That's when you're really trying to fool the goalie. And Giroux with a real quick shot there. And Rask was very fortunate to get that pad right up against the pipe.
He was fortunate. He was good. He got back there quickly. And that, again, we've talked about it in this series. Big man, but he's quick.
It almost looked like he got a little piece of the James Van Riemsdyk shot in the original.
There's Stewart firing it back into the Philadelphia zone. Carl for Pronger. He'll backhand it. Got it past Chatan. Now the pass at Gagne. Head of the field. Couldn't hang on to it. And Rask quickly out to play it away from him. Oh, Simone Gagne. That close. Having himself a breakaway to try to get the Flyers within one. A turnover by Carl. And a shot by Savard is blocked by Pronger. 48 seconds remaining in the period. Carl starting up. At Carl, the backhand, and he'll float that one deep. Flyers making some changes as Wyden. Checked by Carcillo. Gagne to the puck. Gagne tried to fire one that was blocked off by Bergeron. And now Blake Wheeler the other way. He'll pump it into the Philadelphia zone and chase with Coburn. Puck follows Coburn. He'll get it back to Timonen. He has to deal with Bergeron. Starts off the check, plays it ahead. Marecki anticipates and steals, but his pass to the point is tipped out to center ice. 10 seconds remaining in the period as Chara will wind it in. Leighton knocks it down. Timonen with it. All the way ahead. Hartnell will give Boychuk one last check as the horn sounds, or the siren here in Boston, ending period number 1. Michael Leighton saw 14 shots. 3 of them got past him. Rask, he saw 8, and 1 slipped past him. 3-1, Boston through 20 minutes of play. Tonight's Flyers Bruins first period was brought to you by Kia Motors. Kia, the power to surprise. By McDonald's, get a small premium roast coffee for 89 cents and a medium for just $1. McDonald's, I'm loving it. And by your Quality Plus Ford dealers. Over 10,000 fans have made their way into the Wachovia Center. They've seen the first period on the big screen down there. Got to cheer once with the Flyers goal. That goal has them back in this game at least. Here's what's coming up between periods 1 and 2. We will look over the history of trying to come from behind 0-3. We'll hear from Michael Barkan, Rick Tocchet, and Al Morgani with plenty of highlights and analysis. Back with more in just a moment.
The new family of Life Instant games from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Woo!
Win for life!
That's right, buddy. 4 ways to win a lifetime of cash.
Yeah, every day, week, month, or year for the rest of your life, up to 250 grand. Keep on scratching.
One candidate for governor has the strongest record, Dan Honorato. On helping to create jobs, Honorato. On protecting senior citizens, Honorato again. And on the right experience to manage the state budget, it's Dan Honorato. Now the newspapers are weighing in. From Pittsburgh to Harrisburg to Philadelphia, they agree. The one candidate who can move Pennsylvania forward is Dan Honorato. Tuesday, Dan Honorato, the Democrat for governor.
They're gonna build a field so kids like me can get around. Everybody's pitching in. Looks like we're gonna win. It's a miracle to me.
Register at miracleleaguenhpa.org for our May 20th special dinner with Philadelphia Eagles Vince Papale and Brent Selleck with comedian Joe Conklin at Northampton Valley Country Club. Join the team and make the miracle happen.
Did you know that Chapman Chrysler Jeep in Horsham is the area's newest Chrysler Jeep superstore?
Buy a new 2010 Jeep Grand Cherokee 4x4 for $24,693. Save over $9,000. How about a 2010 Jeep Wrangler Sport 4x4? Buy it for only $19,993. You save over $3,000. And at Chapman Chrysler Jeep, we've got 40 Wranglers available.
Chapman Chrysler Jeep. We treat you right and give you the best deal.
Now, more than ever, if our emblem is not on your new car or truck, you probably did pay too much.
Due to time constraints, we now join the game encore later in the action.
TD Garden ready for second period action. Game 7 of this Eastern Conference semifinal series. Bruins with a 3-1 lead as we get started here. Looking for that puck in center, but it's Recchi instead of a nice pass to Bergeron moving up. And his quick shot sails wide all the way out to Chara. Bodied by Carcillo. The puck out to center ice. Boychuk has it there. Cross for Recchi. And Recchi ahead. Leighton will put the paddle down and then play it to the boards. Bounces out to Richards. He'll move up with Carcillo. Coburn trying to join the rush. Richards moves in. His shot batted away by Rask. In the corner. Carcillo poked it free to the line. They say it came out before Pronger fired it wide. Go offsides. Tonight's second period from TD Garden is brought to you by Acura Advance. And by Verizon Wireless, we never stop working for you. Over 10,000 fans at the Wachovia Center, hoping their Flyers have another comeback in them.
Right now, they should be hoping that the Flyers can get the toothpaste back in the tube during the intermission. Come out here and stabilize things. And look, the Bruins have a simple game plan right now. It's play mistake-free hockey. I don't care who you are. When you're pressured, you will make mistakes. The Flyers need to continue to try to pressure Boston in their end.
And if the Flyers get the next goal, Bill, you talk about pressure. Van Riemsdyk, a turnaround shot to save made. Asham had his stick lifted in front, could not get to the rebound. But Van Riemsdyk, a nice maneuver to get that shot off. Sabotka sends in. Pronger is there. IA read it, stole it, and got it to Ryder. Ryder back to the point. Hunwick shot. The traffic deflected and went wide. Van Riemsdyk a big chop at it, and he got it down the ice, but no icing as Hunwick goes back for it.
Looks like James Van Riemsdyk is really alive now, having scored in the first period. And I know I could tell it didn't. I mean, we've talked about this almost every day. If he could just get one.
And Peter Laviolette's great at recognizing a hot player, so expect to see Van Riemsdyk out on the ice more as this game wears on.
Especially a hot player when you're down by 2 goals.
Rodel, Coburn on Lucic. Lucic, just great work there. Got the puck to Chatan now. To the point, shot Stewart blocked. Back out Chatan, shot blocked by Nodal. Timo Timonen blocked that first shot, and he's slow getting back up. Now Powell will fire one to the corner. Betts is after. Around for Powell. Powell holding, tried to center, blocked off. He gets it back, and he'll just send it around behind the Boston net.
That's the kind of play. It's a low percentage shot by Chatan, and when you can block a shot, come back with the odd man rush, that's the kind of play that's going to get the Flyers back into this hockey game, because the Bruins sometimes might get a little overzealous with the pressure in the offensive zone.
Hartnell takes the pass, takes the shot, and that one deflected and went wide. Briere let it go, thinking the defenseman was there, but Carl was going to the bench. So Pronger has it. Waits. Be patient.
Boy, the Bruins in a 1-4. What?
Looks like a 0-5.
Yep.
And they find a seam in it as Hartnell will take the pass, move up to the corner, get knocked to his knees, from his knees, back to Parent. They'll just dump it in along the wall. Briere is there, centering for Leno. Backhander save, rebound, Hartnell. He scores! They are back! Scott Hartnell with a backhander on the rebound, beats Rask. And this is a 1-goal hockey game. It is 3-2. More pandemonium in Philadelphia as Hartnell scores for a case of tasty cakes.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is patience personified at one end of the ice with the veteran Chris Pronger waiting and looking for a seam through the 1-4D. Here it is, Pronger looking and waiting. He finally picked the option that sprung Scott Hartnell loose, and everybody had a piece of this. Danny Briere outstanding when the puck went down low. Right here. Quick spin around out to Billy Leno. Leno's spin around attempt. And then Hartnell with a goal scorer's finish into the top corner.
And so each member of the line of necessity, as you call it, Bill ends up with a point on that tally, and the Flyers are within 1. Gagne winds it deep into the Boston zone. Carcilla back around behind. It deflects to the corner. Richards is there. He centers. It goes off the skate of Wojcik. And now darting to center is Recchi. And he'll bank it into the Philadelphia zone. Leighton stops it behind the net. He waited and turned it back over to Recchi. Recchi turning with it. Whips it across ice. Carcillo is there, and he'll slip it out to the neutral zone. And so the euphoria that existed here at TD Garden, you can almost feel the concern now. Here's Sabotka. Sabotka back out. Stewart shot. Block chance for the Flyers to move up. Here's Asham. Asham with the puck. Carrying it up. Asham to Van Riemsdyk. Save Rask. The rebound. Puck 3 in front. Back out to the line. Coburn. Coburn holding on to it. Turns with it. Back out. Shot Giroux, and that's blocked. Now Van Riemsdyk behind the net. It got through Asham. Timonen lets it go. Takes the hit. Giroux is there for the puck. Round. Van Riemsdyk knocks it down behind the net. Holds. Asham's in front. Van Riemsdyk with a pass for Coburn. Back around for Van Riemsdyk. Kept it alive, but Weidman then cut it off and finds Sabotka. Sabotka lobbing one, hoping for Paille. Coburn trying to come back. Paille, turnaround shot goes wide. He got a lot on it, but he missed the target. And now it's Leno ahead to Hartnell. In center for Giroux, 1-on-1 against Chara. Giroux cuts to the middle. Now looks for help. And then he'll backhand it defuse at the end of the shift. Hartnell goes and gets the puck. His pass off of Leno out to the point. Carl, his pass down low, Briere, whipping it off the stick of Rask and then the glass. Here's Hartnell, turning with it on the boards, fights off Lucic. Gets to Leno, but Leno is pinned. Looking for some help. He gets it from Hartnell. Chara barrels into him, knocks the whole pile down. Puck bounces loose. Flyers still have it. Turnaround shot, Briere blocked. Rebound controlled by Lucic. And he'll move to center, but that's it. Flyers get it back. The hunger is back.
Wow. Remember how aggressive and how dominant the Bruins looked the first 10 minutes of this game? The Flyers have switched it around 180. And Tuukka Rask, remember the save that he made on James Van Riemsdyk because the tying goal was on JVR's stick.
This goal, the key is right here. The turnaround by Leno, but look at Rask. Rask doesn't control the shot. He got it just trying to direct it to his left. When he directed it, guess who's there? Scott Hartnell. And to the advantage here, watch this. That's just a beautiful backhand to get it up and over into the top corner.
Pow, thrown to the corner boards, and then arriving with him was Nodal, but the Bruins move ahead. Steve Bégin flings deep and chases. He'll be the first to it. But then getting to him was Ryan Parent. Up to the point, Weidman back around behind the Philadelphia net. Vychek and Bégin come together. Powell took a stab at it. Bégin back to the point. Hunwick. Now for Bégin to Hunwick. Shot deflected by Thornton, but wide. Fourth lines for the teams out on the ice, and the Bruins fourth line spending some time in the offensive zone here. Betts leaves the puck free. His pass tipped away. Shot high and wide. Unable to find the target with Savard. Flyers need a change in a bad way here. Parent hooked. Penalty. 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 No shot there. The hooking penalty, which led to the turnover, and the Flyers will get their first power play of the game and a chance to tie this baby up.
Boy, some great composure for Ryan Parent. He was under the gun with Savard chasing him. He was able to draw the penalty. Now the Flyers have the opportunity to tie this baby up on the power play.
That lizard from Geico really disappoints me. He works for a company that bases their rates or underwriting on credit score and education level. At Cure, we base our rates primarily on how well you drive. I guess he needs the money. Reptiles. Cure Auto Insurance. Drive well.
Oh, yes. My me time is when I'm apologizing for something I had nothing to do with.
My me time is when my in-laws are in town.
My me time is when my luggage went to the Bahamas. And I did.
Discover you time anytime. Introducing McDonald's new frappes. McCafe your day with smooth and icy caramel or mocha. Blended just for you and topped with a decadent drizzle.
Oh, I'm still here.
Yeah. Years ago, the world was faced with a challenge. And Lexus responded by building the world's first luxury hybrid. Today, 5.5 billion miles later, Lexus has 4 hybrid models on the road, including the HS, the most fuel-efficient of all luxury vehicles. See your New Jersey, Delaware, and Pennsylvania area Lexus dealer.
Unlike typical car insurance companies, we don't care if you have a college degree or a high-paying job. Everyone gets the same low rates. Wish I could drive. Hey, can somebody get me some arms and legs over here? Cure Auto Insurance. Drive well.
Due to time constraints, we now join the game encore later in the action.
Well, we have been sitting here reviewing all of the angles that we have of this last sequence. That was a real close call. At some point, it looked like you might have been able to make the case right here. Watch the post at the bottom of your screen. Rask's left pad right there looks like it gets pushed across the line. You lose sight of the puck. By the time we pick it back up, visually, the puck is from another angle outside of the line. Here's where we lose sight of it right now, right there, and we can't tell where the puck is. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. It did look like it bounced off Rask's left pad behind the line. Sure, right there. Now the question is, if you looked at that angle and then looked at the overhead angle to see where Rask's pad was at this point in time, you would know whether the puck was across. But you'd have to go up to the overhead and try to sync them up. Yeah, the question is Rask's pad, well, the question is Rask's pad behind the line?
They still have to be able to see the puck. That's the problem. And there's no real good sight line there, guys, to be able to actually see the puck. We assume we know that that puck is under the pad. I agree with you totally. But they, in Toronto, are going to have to see absolute proof that the puck was across that goal line.
You see the puck with one angle, you don't with the other. Can you go by where the pad is with the other, using the other one? Well, yeah, it's really complicated.
If you can deduce that the puck is flat against the pad on the one replay, right? And your replays are time-coded so that you look at the overhead one at exactly the same time, and you can see the pad behind the line. That sure looked like it was across the line there. I mean, look at his pad. You can see white under. Wow. Another reason the NHL continues to look at technology to decide conclusively whether the puck is over the line.
The other question there, Billy, is that, and it can't be taken into consideration now, but whether Weideman actually grabbed that puck and gave it over to Rask, because then if he did grab it in the goal crease, it should have been called a penalty shot.
Yeah, well, they can't go back on that one and unring the bell, but this one they can because the play hasn't resumed yet.
Again, this is to show you a time of reference here where it hits his pad.
Yeah.
You can't see the puck, but the pad's clearly behind the line.
Yes, you can see that at some point, but and the thing is, you would have to time code the replays so that you saw his pad from the overhead at this point right here. Tuukka Rask is looking out front. You can see he has no idea where the puck is. It clearly bounces off his pad. From this angle, it looks as if the pad is across the goal line and behind the goal line. This is a toughie.
And, you know, there are I believe four different networks broadcasting this game. Here's the call.
Upon video review, the puck does not completely cross the line. The call on the ice stands.
Wow. You know, not only did he say no goal based upon inconclusive evidence or anything like that, he came right out and said it never crossed the line.
Yeah, they must have tons of replays that we don't have.
Yeah.
I don't mind an explanation that we couldn't conclusively prove that it was across the line, but maybe tomorrow we can take a look at everybody else's replays.
There are four networks doing the game, and perhaps there's another look, but the bottom line is it was close. The Flyers right back to work here. There's Pronger. Down low, Leno pushes the puck free. Briere holding on. Backhander. Save Rask. Again, they jam forward, and Rask holds the fort. Danny Briere. So slick around the net once again. Well, we've already, and we still have 4:59 to go at the second period, had a lot to break down with this game, and that process will certainly take place on Flyers Postgame Live. Michael Barkett, Rick Tocchet, Al Morganti, Steve Coates, cast of thousands going over this game. The best Flyers postgame crew on television as they'll break this game down. Exclusive player interviews and reactions, press conferences, all of it immediately after the game here on Comcast Sportsnet. Puck is set all the way down. Race for the icing touch up, and Carl got his stick in there. Beautiful job by Carl getting it around the big body of Lucic to get the whistle.
Well, the crowd didn't like that one, but Pierre Rasico, one of the better lines in the National Hockey League, he does a great job there of staying right there as Matt Carl beat Lucic the length of the ice. That's just great hustle by Matt Carl. That's the kind of thing, total effort at both ends of the ice, that wins hockey games, and that's why the Flyers have come back from being down 3.
Pretty well know you're going to get your body pressed by Lucic too at some point on that play, so Matt Carl gave up his safety to make sure that that was an icing.
4 minutes, 40 seconds remaining, period number 2. Carl starts up. He was thinking about a home run pass attempt for Giroux, hesitated, lost it, and now this. Recchi centering, and Carl got back to tie up Bergeron in front, but Bergeron out of the puck behind the net. Twisting and turning and flinging it out to Wheeler. Fakes the shot, gives it across. Weidman shot, save, and then Gagne bunted it out of harm's way. Wheeler tried to get it back to the point. Giroux intercepted, but the Bruins back to the puck. Recchi knocked down. No penalty. Tried to draw one, didn't get it. Weidman Flipping one that's blocked by Gagne. Simone still getting in the way of shots.
Unbelievable.
As the puck rolls out to center back in. Bruins would have been offside, so the Flyers get control. Here's Giroux. Looking for and finding Richards. Richards snaps the puck deep into the Boston zone. Leno will chase. Leno checked. Lucic over there. Leno digging away, looking for some help. Didn't really get it that time. It was 1-on-3 and the Bruins clear. Coburn across for Timonen. Timonen float one deep. Back is Ferentz for Weidman. Ahead to Savard. Good breakout by the Bruins. They gain the neutral zone with speed. Lucic jams it deep. Leighton is there. With the help of Coburn, got it to the corner. Briere took a hit, played it past Chara and down the ice. Wojcik hustling back to beat Hartnell there. A reverse to Chara. Chara now for Shatan. Shatan couldn't get it past Powell at the red line. And they say Coburn was still in the zone, and so that's ruled an offside. Darryl Powell, mentioned earlier, leading all players in this series, coming in with 26 hits. He had 7 more hits than any other player in this series, so he's been physical. That is his MO. He's out with Asham and Van Riemsdyk, with Giroux spending time in the power play and also getting some shifts on first and second lines. Centering pass here, but it's batted away by Sobotka, and he has it. Full head of steam to the Philadelphia blue line until he runs into Chris Pronger. Wash. End of that head of steam right there. Splat. Here's Ryder. Long. Paille couldn't knock it down. Krychek. Oh, takes a hit from Sobotka, but moved it ahead. Took the hit to make the play. Now Powell will bounce one to the left of Rask. Stewart is there. Flyers trying to make a change. Bruins try to take advantage. Sobotka moves up. Shuffles it deep for Paille. Paille bumped by Coburn. It's the Ryder. Ryder goes to the wall by Richards, who comes away with the puck. Got slashed, and his stick goes flying out of his hands, but no penalty. Asham will just backhand it in the neutral zone. Weideman has it back in. Checked, but the puck to Bergeron. Bergeron the backhand centering. Gagne blocked it. Bounces free. Wheeler to it. Wheeler's pass out into the slot. Weidman shot save. Leighton bounces around in front off of Timonen and back out to Chara. Loose stick of Richards still sitting just to the right of Leighton behind the goal line.
And the Flyers were playing shorthanded for 15 seconds while Mike Richards went to the bench to get another stick.
Recchi centering pass denied by Asham as Chara went down the back door. Now Chara sneaks it free in front, but nobody home. Wheeler for Recchi. Pressure from the Bruins. Recchi knocked down by Timonen. Bergeron in deep to get the puck back for Boston, but then Asham steals and bounces one all the way down the ice.
Interesting sequence with that lost Mike Richards stick. At one point, Mark Recchi scooted it out in front of the net in front of Michael Leighton, and then Zdeno Chara pushed it back in front of Leighton. They wanted to keep it there, and it's still there.
It is in the slot. Now Briere knocks it out of the slot as Hartnell gets the puck. The other object of the player's attention out there, it moves it through center.
Scott Hartnell dropped his glove and was just frantically motioning at the bench for somebody to give him a glove, but that couldn't happen that fast.
Now Shatan to Lucic, winds up, and his shot deflected by Carl out of play.
Well, what do you think? Is this action any good? Would you like to get close to the action with the lower level season ticket package? Now's the time. You can score the best seats, great season ticket holder benefits. Just call 215-218-PUCK or visit PhiladelphiaFlyers.com. The lower level seats at the Wachovia Center are great when the Flyers are in town. They're also great when the Flyers are out of town, such as a game like this, and we're pumping the game back on the big board.
They have to be enjoying this. Flyers microcosm this game of the series thus far. And as with the series, we just don't know who's going to get that 4th goal, as we don't know who's going to get that 4th win in this series. 38.5 seconds remaining in this second period. Another Flyer that's playing in some pain.
Just a gutsy performance by Blair Betts. He went off clutching his right shoulder in game 6. Came back in the 3rd period, but didn't come back to the ice. Came back to the bench. He's here in uniform. What a game for the Flyers tonight. You can't even make the case that the Flyers weathered the storm that the Bruins threw at them in the first. They fell behind 3-0. When James Van Riemsdyk scored to make it 3-1, Then the intermission happened, and that's when the Flyers were able to gather themselves. So second period, completely different game than the first period.
And also the timeout, Bill. At 3-0, you called the timeout.
Yeah.
You were able to get that goal from Van Riemsdyk. Offside call there. I think, furthering your analogy, I think the Storm blew them down. They've been able to get back up.
And Coach, you mentioned earlier about Peter Laviolette calling timeouts, and it's, you know, he goes on a gut reaction. He didn't need any kind of gut feeling in the first period. He just had to look up at the scoreboard and see 3-zip.
Yeah, that was enough of a reason. And so his team responds, and now it's Asham tipping into the Boston zone. Flyers need to spend more time down here. And here's a great steal by Giroux. Giroux around behind, centers it in front, unable to get the shot. Was Van Riemsdyk back to Krejcik. Krejcik for Asham, winds in, fires, block. Bounces wide, Giroux. Now the surge belongs to Philadelphia. Timonen to Giroux. Giroux trying to get to the high slot. He's knocked down. Still flings to the corner boards. Chara leading on Van Riemsdyk. Asham is in, the puck squirts to Krejcik. Back along for Van Riemsdyk, and now Asham behind the net. Centers! Loose puck, wider tips. Van Riemsdyk gets it back. Van Riemsdyk centering. Giroux shot goes wide. Barron's trying to tie him up, but Giroux still got a shot off. Now Asham back for Giroux, and it's the Bruins finally getting control, but they're the team on their heels right now, and Chara will clear the zone. Krejcik cuts it off at the red line, but the Bruins are getting their much-needed change.
Unbelievable playoff hockey. Unbelievable.
Is that a great effort by your third line to boot?
Rask able to cover as that puck is bounced in on him. Tonight's third period on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you by the Pennsylvania Lottery. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day. Must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly. And by Mazda. Take a test drive at your Mazda dealer today. Zoom, zoom, wherever.
Flyers have been hanging in there 50% on the faceoffs through 2 periods. Oh!
Chris Pronger rings one off the post. The light goes on behind Rask. But no goal is the ruling. Right off the draw, the howitzer from Pronger nearly gave the Flyers the lead. And at least one goal judge thought it did give the Flyers the lead. Oh, Powell wipes out going back for this puck. It's up, and there's Betts to help him out. There Betts. Sailing that one out to center off of a couple of gloves. Just about 6 minutes in, third period. Here come the Bruins now. Chatan to Bergeron behind the back pass. It's not Lucic there, knocking it down, but the Flyers stay with him. They keep it away from him. Here's Powell the other way. And he'll just send it through the neutral zone. Enough drama for you, Bill?
Plenty.
Here's Weidman. Thank you. Couldn't get it past Leno. He bunts it ahead to Hartnell. Hartnell cutting in. Wide fires deflected by Stewart. Out of play. We'll step aside. Catch our breaths. Pronger's shot redirected, and off the inside of the post. It stayed out barely.
What's the best way to watch Flyers hockey? As close as possible with a lower-level season ticket plan. Score the best seats, great season ticket holder benefits, and get access to the playoffs by placing a deposit on a lower-level season ticket plan.
And score!
Get closer to the action with a lower-level season ticket plan. Call 215-218-PUCK or visit PhiladelphiaFlyers.com.
It's Toyota's National Sales Event, the perfect time to get the Toyota you've always wanted. And for a limited time, get a free auto maintenance package when you buy or lease any new Toyota. Lease a new 2010 RAV4 for just $189 a month, or get 0% APR on RAV4. Or lease a new 2010 Highlander for $269 a month. Toyota's National Sales Event, going on now. Hurry to your Toyota dealer today.
In any sporting event, there's always one play that's a real game changer. And natural gas is today's energy game changer. You're wasting money if you're still purchasing oil or steam instead of natural gas from PGW. Get control of your energy budget, reduce your carbon footprint, and buy American. Use natural gas for on-site electric generation, cooling, heating, hot water, and cooking, providing Philadelphia with safe, reliable service for 175 years. That's PGW, and that's what we do.
What do they say? Keep your head up when you're looking for that puck. Well, look, Milan Lucic is going to get caught with his head down, and Braden Coburn is going to take a perfect shot right at him inside the blue line, and that's our Wachovia great check of tonight's game.
It's a tough guy. Knock off kilter like that. Coburn looking out. Here's this Chris Pronger drive, Bill. Great redirection by Powell.
Well, Darryl Powell deflected it right there. He also won the faceoff for Blair Betts. He's the guy Powell was that got it back to Pronger in the first place.
Well, back to live action now as Chara goes back to get the puck in his own zone. The Boychuk, big swing at it. Got it ahead to Recchi. Mark Recchi deliberately through center finds Chara. Wheeler is stopped by Carcillo. Gagne jumping on the puck. A forward back on the 3-on-2. Gagne to Richards. Richards, the shot, save Rask, and the rebound. Bounces all the way out to Timonen. They'll keep it in. Timonen finds Carcillo. Carcillo angle drive, and that one deflected just out of the reach of Gagne. Now the Bruins with a chance in transition on a 3-on-2. Here's Recchi looking for Wheeler. It's deflected away by Pronger. Wow, what a play that was, because Wheeler was lurking.
Braden Coburn did a good job of getting back after he stepped up and was caught on the play.
Has those wheels. Here is Pronger now, settling things. Starting up. Crowd trying to be enthusiastic, but you can sense the tension as Pronger drills one in from center. Stewart ahead. Ryder couldn't come up with that. Is Coburn thumped in, and this will be icing on Boston. Coburn very physical here in this third period. Coming up tonight on Sports Night, highlights of the Phillies game in Milwaukee. Exclusive coverage of this unbelievable hockey game in Boston. Analysis and interviews. Get all the news Philly fans need to know on Toyota Sports Night tonight at 10 on Comcast Sports.
Well, some guys might be fading energy-wise. Braden Coburn of the Flyers is stepping it up physically.
Be able to see this game again. You saw those encore presentations. It's certainly going to be worth another look, or two or three, as Paille slides the puck into the Philadelphia zone.
The Flyers going with 5 defensemen, so you're seeing all kinds of pairings out there. It's Krychek and Timonen right now.
This will be icing on Philadelphia unless they get to the puck. Leno does not. So the face-off all the way back into Philadelphia.
Mentioned earlier, the Flyers are hanging in there. 50% of the face-offs through 2 periods. Patrice Bergeron is the ace for the Bruins. He is taking half of their draws, and he's not out there now. It's Mark Savard, and he will go against Danny Briere of the Flyers.
And the Flyers gain control. It's Hartnell ahead for Leno. Leno will chip and chase. He'll get to it, and then Chara gets to him, knocks him to the ice. Hard to escape. Zdeno Chara. Now it is Lucic. 2 on the night. Charging on up. Stops. Tries to backhand it in, and Pronger says, no, sir. Flyers have it here, but they're running into Pronger. Now they can't find the puck. It is Giroux who somehow does and maneuvers it ahead to Leno, and he'll slip it into the zone. He's a magician with that puck in traffic.
Got a magnetic puck and a metal stick. It's all working for Giroux.
Steal by Asham. Asham around behind. Wraparound try. Save Rask. Boychuk is there. He maneuvers through some traffic and headmans to Sobotka. Sobotka right wing feed. Japan will just slide that one deep. And Marinesdyk takes the hit, protects the puck. Let's play it up, but Weidman's waiting for it. And he tried to drill it deep, and it went off the stick and up and out of play. Weidman's been logging a lot of ice time.
He has, so is Claude Giroux.
Well, certainly this game has taken on the personality of the series. 3-0 up, 3-3. 3-0 down, 3-3. Absolutely unbelievable how close this has been.
Flyers again, just by sheer hunger, control a draw as Nodal outworked the Bruins for the disc. Got it to Powell, and he'll backhand it in. Nodal would work along the boards, but then finally did lose his balance and go down. Paille down for Andrew Ferentz. Head, Sobotka. Sobotka's had a rough run in these playoffs, but score a goal here, he can become the hero. That's all forgotten. O'Byrne, long outlet for Powell. He and Bergeron come together. Bergeron got the worst of it, and Betts stuffs it into the Boston zone.
One of those times where Darryl Powell looked around to make sure he knew what was coming at him.
Ryder laterally in center. Ooh, really too many men on the ice for the Bruins there. No call. Now Carl back to get it from Philadelphia. Got it past Bergeron. Gagne had trouble, but right there is Carl. He has been so solid in this series. Bounces it through center. Timonen with the read in center. They joust. Finally, it is Bergeron to the line. Finally worked it through. There's Recchi. Just fear this guy. Such a big game player. Back out it goes. Chara. Shot blocked off by Recchi. One hands it ahead. Chara used his reach to keep it in momentarily, but now it's out to center. We passed the midpoint of this third period. Still tied as the drama builds. Recchi backhanding it. Conger took care of Wheeler in front. Carl wanted a penalty. Again, they won't get it. Carl waiting, and they'll just send it through center off Weidman's stick, and Chara is there. Through center. Gathered by Coburn. Braden Coburn. Lost it. Look out. Here's Lucic. Moving up. Lucic checked. And Coburn comes back to poke it to the corner. Set around the boards. Weidman there. Tried to drop it back and did, but now Hartman uses his glove to knock it down and charges up the right wing feed to Briere. Flyers have a 2-on-1. Briere looking for Hartnell. It's tipped away as the Bruins got back in a hurry. Flyers with a slow change. Here come the Bruins. Lucic. The shot. Hit the post. It appeared to change direction. It was a knuckler, and it then hit the post. Post at both ends now here in the third. Now Leno the other way. Leno, stick handling, centering. That's cut off by Savard. And now play stopped. I'm not quite sure why play is stopped. The linesman and referee converging, and I think a penalty. We'll tell you about it when we come back.
I'm Joe Sestak, the Democrat. I authorize this message.
My change in party will enable me to be re-elected.
For 45 years, Arlen Specter has been a Republican politician.
Arlen Specter is the right man for the United States Senate. I can count on this man. See, that's important. He's a firm ally.
But now,
my change in party will enable me to be re-elected.
Arlen Specter switched parties to save one job. His, not yours.
So how do you feel?
Like it's time to let it ride.
Place your bets.
Get in, get confident. Supercuts every time.
So how do we feel?
Like we're finally ready for that trip to Spain. Eh, muchacho?
Yeah.
Get in, get confident. Supercuts every time.
You're car guys, right? Like certified mechanics? You sell tires, too, like a tire store. Can I just buy the parts and do it myself? You boys are great with cars. Not much on conversation, though.
Right now at Pep Boys, get a Kestrel GTX do-it-yourself oil change, only $12.99.
When the light comes on, just come in. Pep Boys does everything for less.
The Flyers are going on the power play. The Bruins guilty of too many men on the ice. And it was clear cut as well. We'll play connect the dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Bruins. Not even close. Easy call for the linesman to make. Went over to the ref and said there were 6 in black. What an opportunity for the Flyers.
They're a little sensitive here in Boston, some 31 years later, to too many men on the ice penalties in Game 7s. Had one against the Canadiens, you remember, on Cherry. Canadiens went on to score and went on to the finals. The Stanley Cup. Here's Hartnell. They get that puck in front. Paille there, but Hartnell takes it back. He's been a mountain in this game. Just such a force ever since. Unfortunate. It's the first couple shifts. Here's Pronger. Briere. Dropping it down low, Giroux. Flyers are set up. Giroux back to Pronger. No shooting lane, gives to Giroux. Giroux to Briere. Briere turning out with it. Fans on the pass, lost control, gets it back, keeps it in the zone. Looks to get some space again. Flips it for Giroux, but he couldn't come up with it. Now Timonen in from the point. He jabbed it free. Boychuk's going to try to reverse it, and he will with authority all the way down.
Now the Flyers are going to have to change. That was a lot of energy expended, and they weren't able to generate a scoring opportunity.
The Flyers a little indecision here in their own zone now. Carl jabbing at it. Coburn to Leno, but up in his midsection. Bergeron to it. Look out. Here's Bergeron and Finding Recchi. Recchi banking it back. Stewart. Shot. Blocked. Carl got in the way of it. Coburn has it. So he's trying to skate it up this time. He's being harassed. So the one-hand to Leno. Leno continues to rush it across the line. Drops it to Gagne. Gagne feathers it down low. Weidman after it. Coburn in deep. It bounces to Richards, who swats at it. Leno chips to Gagne. Gagne looking for an open man. Carl at the point. 26 seconds on the power play. Now it's Gagne. Gagne for Leno. Leno to Richards. Richards' shot redirected. Gagne shot. He scores! Simone Gagne! Can you believe it? Power play goal, and the Flyers all the way back now lead this thing 4-3. Gagne continuing his remarkable comeback from injury. He scores for a case of tasty cakes. The Flyers, with 7:08 to play, have the lead.
Oh, magnificent poise. Gagne with it to Leno. Leno knew what he wanted to do, and that was get it out to the side to Mike Richards. Richards with a nice little feather touch pass in front, and then the poise really took over. Gagne got it on a broken play, turned, and ripped it off the post high. Unbelievable play.
Great time to be a left-handed shot. All by himself. Rask tries to come out to cut down the angle, but because he's got a left-hand shot, he goes top shelf, far corner.
Simone Gagne is hardly 100%, folks. He is playing in a lot of pain. Unbelievable. Flyers looking for more power shot. Rask the save. So the Flyers with 6:50 to play have the lead for the first time in the game. There is Betts turning it back around. Lucic is there. TD Garden suddenly very quiet.
I'll tell you who had a remarkable 3-minute sequence is Braden Coburn. He was on the power play in his own end in the offensive zone. He almost never got off the ice. He just about willed the Flyers to that goal.
And Riemsdyk chops it out to center ice. Now the Flyers want to protect the lead, but you don't want to sit back too much. Van Riemsdyk breaking up that pass in center, but Ferentz jumps on it. Hit across the line and winded fire, save Leighton to the corner. Ferentz back after it, rubbed out by Coburn. Carl for Van Riemsdyk, fluttered it. Getting a hand down with Sabotka, but he's overrun by the Flyers. Asham ahead to Van Riemsdyk, charging into the Boston zone. And then a good play made by Ferentz to poke it away from him. Aye, bumped. Sabotka to the puck. Sabotka to the Philadelphia line. One hands it deep. Richards is back. Sabotka takes it to the boards, but great support. Timonen for Gagne. He's checked by Weidman. Still, though, able to kick that puck. Kick his stick to play the puck down the ice. Now Richards trying to get back. No icing. It died before the goal line. Big hit along the boards on Bejan by Carcillo. Sabotka gets to it. 5:25 to play here in the third. Sabotka. Got it as far as Pronger. Cross ice for Carl. Carl in no hurry. Has a look. And gives to Pronger. Pronger didn't get that past Wheeler. Breaks up the pass coming back toward the Philadelphia line, and now it's Leno trying to get that through to Hartnell, and he does, and Hartnell will play it into the Boston zone. Chara is back. Now the Bruins feeling the weight of history on their shoulders and backs right now because they need a goal or else they're going to be an object of history they did not want to become. Flyers now have the lead. Gagne with the power play tally. We'll be back.
What's the best way to watch Flyers hockey? As close as possible with a lower level season ticket plan. Score the best seats, great season ticket holder benefits, and get access to the playoffs by placing a deposit on a lower level season ticket plan.
And score!
Get closer to the action with a lower level season ticket plan. Call 215-218-PUCK or visit PhiladelphiaFlyers.com.
Natalie is the last one to leave home. But not a moment too soon, right?
Howard and Linda were saving for Natalie's college since she was born.
She's gonna need a lot of stuff. Those everyday things we didn't plan on.
So we showed them how Wachovia's Way to Save program could help. Every time they swipe their check card to make a purchase, $1 is automatically transferred from their checking account to their savings account. And they get a bonus just for saving.
My bedroom is going to be turned into an office for them. That's what I'm giving back to them.
With you when it's time to save. Wachovia, a Wells Fargo company.
At Kia, we're proud to have gone where no other car company has gone before. The Kia Forte offers impressive standard horsepower with fuel efficiency, class-leading space, class-leading standard advanced technology, and class-leading standard safety features, and was awarded a top safety pick by the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety. When you add it all up, the Kia Forte is the obvious choice over the Corolla and Civic. And right now, lease the Forte for $139 a month.
Well, that's the crowd. It's back in Philadelphia at the Wachovia Center, and obviously they're very excited about what's happening here. Remember we talked about taking timeouts? Peter Laviolette knows what to do and what time to take that timeout. Well, it was 3-0 at that time. And then after that, not one, not two, not three, but 4 consecutive goals for the Philadelphia Flyers, who now lead this one 4-3, 4:46 remaining on the goal on the power play by Simon Gagne.
Mark Recchi moving it back. A timeout becomes a turning point in this all-important Game 7. Here's Timonen ahead. Giroux for Richards. He'll bank it into the Boston zone. Boychuk is back. Richards gets a piece of him. Giroux to Gagne's turnaround shot is blocked. And now it's moved ahead, and here's Chara. Chara following his own dump in. Back behind the net, but right there is Pronger to send it up the wall and down the ice. Weidman trying to get away from Betts. Is it to Lucic, and now Weidman again. And Matt Hunwick winds it into the Philadelphia zone. Leighton will stop the puck for Pronger. Ahead it goes to the point. Weidman, look out, cross ice now in the slot shot. Save Leighton! Leighton with the huge stop to preserve the lead as he was able to rob Savard. Carl to the puck, hits the referee. Lucic to the puck. Lucic around behind. Carl comes back to poke it to the corner. Lucic is there again. Betts now reaching for it. Every scramble for a puck. Desperation written all over.
There's the support. Matt Carl making sure that he outnumbered the Bruin in the corner.
And that bad bounce off the stanchion, but who's there but Andreas Nodal to recover the puck and clear it into the Boston zone.
Flyers want to be aggressive here. They don't want to just sit back and let the Bruins come. That said, you've got to make sure you've got at least 3 guys back at all times.
This will be icing if Timonen can get there. They say he didn't get there first. So play carries on. Hartnell buried from behind by Stewart, but Briere has the puck to Leno. Briere then gets dumped. Here's Leno. Stops. Holding on. All the way across for Briere. 2 Flyers in the zone, 4 for the Bruins. So they'll just chip it deep. 2:50 remaining in the third. Ryder. Across. Ferentz moves it up. From the red line, sends it in. Ryder. And Carl jabbing it to Hartnell. Oh, couldn't get it through. Ryder the steal. Ryder to the backhand. The shot blocked. Hartnell sliding across. Made up for the turnover by blocking the shot. And now it's Richards poking it through center ice around Boychuk. Richards turns with it. He holds. He takes a look. His shot goes off the stick and wide. Fighting to get to it. Giroux now for Gagne. Another shot. Stick save Rask. Gagne's got it again. Hobbled, but not slow. Here's Giroux. Giroux ridden by Boychuk. Giroux outworking the Bruins. 3 of them working on him, and Giroux continues to control with his skates. What work by Claude Giroux. Finally taken down. Just continues. He gets back up to control the puck. Time wasting off the clock as Claude Giroux, one-man game, finally just backhands it.
Unbelievable. The Claude Giroux show is officially on stage. That ate up 20 seconds off the clock.
1:40 remaining. Flyers with a steal. Hartnell will play it deep into the Boston zone. They have to try to get Rask to the bench in favor of the extra attacker soon. Sabotka towards center. Chips it. Carl reaches back, gets to it, plays the center. Chara plays it in, but their Bruins already in the zone. Flyers have time here to move up. Hartnell will flutter one, and then Betts will knock it down. The Bruins get to it. 1:12 on the clock. Chetan sends it in. Rask is heading toward the Boston bench. Extra attacker is now on for the Bruins. Sabotka behind the net. Sabotka. Check. Recchi in there. Powell after it. Lucic cuts it off. The shot blocked by Pronger. Now it's Recchi. Jabbing at it. Goes off his stick and into the safety netting. Play stop. 53 seconds between the Flyers and some serious NHL history.
You can pretty well expect the Bruins to call a timeout. The Flyers used theirs back in the first period. One of the best spent timeouts I've ever seen by Peter Laviolette. The Bruins here with 53 seconds to go. Don't have much of a choice. Oh boy. Oh boy.
And the team's gathering by their benches, so it's obvious that Claude Julien has indeed utilized his timeout. And this gives the Flyers players time to rest just as much as it gives the Bruins time to organize.
Sure. And look, you can draw up a play on your chalkboard over there, but depending on what happens with the face-off, I mean, it's out the window right away. Peter Laviolette is making sure that everybody knows their coverage depending on what happens in the face-off. And if the Flyers win the face-off into the corner, you can pretty well ensure that there's going to be a blasted hard rim around to the weak side. Peter Laviolette's letting his guys know what to do if the Bruins win the face-off, and the folks in Philadelphia at the Wachovia Center are revved up.
As they should be. Bruins fans here in Boston just hoping against hope that their team can come up with something in the final 53 seconds.
Claude Giroux here on the draw. Marc Savard for the Bruins.
And Savard won it cleanly. Back to Weidman. Bergeron centering, goes off the stick, and it stayed in play high off the glass. Back out to Chara. Chara across. Weidman's shot goes wide. And kept in, they say, by Chara. 37 seconds. Timonen pushes it to the corner boards. Pushed back along. The battle is on. Savard got it to Lucic. Lucic is checked. Chance to clear for Richards. He got it out to center ice. 22 seconds. Weidman across. Savard will blast it in. Leighton could not stop it. It went off his skate. Played by Recchi to Lucic. Now Bergeron, 12 seconds. Bergeron centering, comes back out. Chara turning with it, 8 seconds. He'll wind and fire wide. Weidman back to it, 5 seconds. Turns, flips, blocked off. Giroux will clear the zone. This improbable, incredible comeback is complete. History made in Boston tonight. The Flyers defeat the Bruins 4-3. They are the third team in NHL history to come from behind after trailing a series 3 games to none. Celebrate, Philadelphia. You deserve it.
I have been around this game more years than I can remember. I have never seen anything like what the Flyers have accomplished here. Never seen it. Not only in the series, but in this hockey game. They were dead in the water in the first period. Well, we've come to learn there's not such a thing as a Flyers team, at least not this year's team, being dead in the water. Unbelievable.
Michael Leighton becomes the goaltending hero. But we'll find out when this playoff run is over, and who knows when that's going to be the way this team is going. There are a lot of guys that are so banged up for this team, including the guy who gets the game winner, Simon Gagne. And I mean, it's just, again, if you wrote this script for Hollywood, they'd toss it back at you and say, that's too hokey. It really, really. And now they shake hands. The Bruins have to be stunned. Only the third team in NHL history to cough up a 3-0 series lead. But this was more about the Flyers going and getting it than the Bruins coughing it up. I mean, the Flyers, it's just so resilient.
In this game especially. In this game especially. It's a lot of work just to get home ice advantage in the next round, huh? Go figure.
How about that? 7 meets 8 in the conference finals. First time that has ever happened. Flyers versus Canadiens. Simon Gagne, one of many heroes, and certainly another one is Chris Pronger, and Coatsy is with him.
Thanks very much, Jimmy. I don't even know where to start. I've never seen anything like that before. I said that it kind of resembled the whole series. You go down 3-0, you come fighting back. But have you ever been involved in a comeback like that?
I don't know about in a game 7. That was unbelievable. Obviously, Leitz needed to shut the door after that horrendous first period we had. Reimer getting that goal with 3 minutes to go was huge for us. Gave us a little bit of life, and like I said, we got some timely goals from a lot of different guys.
Every time this team had its back to the wall, it just bounces. It doesn't just come back, it bounces. What is so special about this group of guys?
Well, I think our ability to just continue to believe, but also stick to the game plan, whether we're down 3-1 or up 3-1. We got that fourth goal to go up 4-3, and we didn't just sit back. We learned from our mistakes, and relentless pressure all over the ice. I really couldn't get into our end very much. Obviously, at the end, guys are diving all over the place, trying to block everything that's going towards the net. So it was awesome.
Chris Pronger, congratulations, just and your teammates, fabulous, just absolutely fabulous.
Thanks, Coachy.
Jimmy, back up to you.
His 7th Game 7 is a winning one. Our Bud Light player of the game is Simon Gagne. Broken toe, came back, and his return, maybe the turning point of the series, Bill, because he came back, Krejci was gone, and that seemed to swing everything.
Well, I think we consider that Gagne would supply an emotional boost for the team, but he supplied instant offense, which was so needed.
And Claude Giroux certainly supplied some thrills, especially that keep-away game, Coatsy, there late in the 3rd period.
That was the old Quebec keep-away at the end there. They had not 1, 2, 3 guys trying to get the puck off you, but what a great job of just holding on the puck in the corner. And that was just indicative of the whole team effort tonight.
Yeah, the guys really worked hard. I think when we were down 3-0, the way we played in the first period, that's not our game, and we weren't too happy about ourselves. So came in a second and third, and we played the way we wanted.
You know, when you did have that puck, you did the classic thing of keeping the puck between you and your opponents by using your body. And boy, I'll tell you what, they didn't know what to do. They didn't want to take the chance of taking a penalty, but you just kept on holding on the puck.
I was trying to waste time there, and I was able to keep it as long as I could, and I was pretty tired at the end, but no, the guys really wanted this game, and we really worked hard, and we're ready to go for it against Montreal.
All right, Claude Giroux, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Jimmy.
All right, Coatsy. The Flyers, now one of 4 teams in professional sports history to come back after trailing in a series 3 games to none. They join the 42 Maple Leafs, 75 Islanders, and the 2004 Boston Red Sox. Hail to the Flyers. Tonight's Flyers Bruins Game 7 was brought to you by your local Chevy dealers. By Bud Light, the sure sign of a good time. Here we go. By Wachovia, the official financial services partner of the Philadelphia Flyers. And by your local Tri-State Toyota dealers. Go Flyers, go Toyota. Toyota, moving forward. All right, I have a hard time believing I'm saying this, but get ready for the Eastern Conference Finals opening up in Philadelphia, folks, on Sunday night. Flyers and Canadiens. Tickets are available. Representatives are standing by right now. You do not want to miss it. The Flyers, 4 wins away from going to the Stanley Cup Finals. Canadiens will be a heck of an opponent. They've just knocked off the Caps and the Penguins. But hey, Flyers have shown they can pretty much overcome any obstacle this particular year. So the Flyers win it 4-3. They complete their magical comeback in this series and move on in the Stanley Cup playoffs. For the entire crew, as well as my partners, Bill Clement and Steve Coates, I'm Jim Jackson. Good night from the TD Garden, but stay tuned for Flyers Post-Game Live, presented by McDonald's, a complete recap and lots to talk about. History made in Boston on this night.
What's the best way to watch Flyers hockey? As close as possible with a lower level season ticket plan. Get closer to the action with a lower level season ticket plan. Call 215-218-PUCK or visit PhiladelphiaFlyers.com.
Looking for a better night's sleep? Experience Tempur-Pedic, the mattress that's changing the way the world sleeps. At Sleepy's, the mattress professionals. For as little as 13 cents a night with a 90-night in-home trial. See the newest Tempur-Pedic Cloud Collection, the most comfortable Tempur-Pedic mattress ever. And this week, get 2 free Tempur-Pedic pillows. Only at Sleepy's, the most trusted name in mattresses.
Papa John stopped by a cooking show to make his pizzas for a live audience.
Papa's in the house.
Everything we do, we just try to do it a little bit better.
Now create your own Papa John's pizza for just $10. Your recipe, our ingredients, all pizzas, even our signature specialties, just $10. Plus, Papa-size your large pizza and make it 30% bigger for just $2 more. Order at papajohns.com.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's!
Richards' shot redirected, got his shot, he scores! Can you believe it?
After making history in Boston, the Flyers celebration is history.
You turn